Hi, I'm Bill with Brian's Healthy Harvest. Welcome to the farm this morning. I thought I'd give you an update on what's going on. It's been a while since I've done a video. So, as the saying goes, into each day a little rain must fall. Well, when we put the pipe in a few years ago, underground here is a T, and we tapped into a 3-inch line and then ran out and put in an elbow and then went off in this direction over towards the fence line and then put another 3-inch line up the fence line. We use it for irrigation, and then we also use it for watering our animals. So I put this in, or when we put this in, there was some torque on that elbow. You can see it doesn't quite line up, and it was even worse before. And that elbow, it's a 90-degree elbow, but it was like, say, maybe, I don't know, 95 or 100-degree angle. And after a couple years, the elbow just failed. In fact, here's the old elbow here. Some of this damage was from when I dug it up with the excavator. But this is probably where it failed. It didn't break completely initially, it was just kind of bubbling. And then I ran the irrigation system and it broke further, and then it wouldn't even do anything. But it's probably been leaking for a while, and we just didn't know it until it finally worked its way up. So now we're at the point where we need to figure out how to get this to patch it. Like I said, we've got this coupling here, or this compression fitting, and I had that on there, but the pipe shifted a little bit. It may actually almost be lined up now. I was figuring I was going to have to take this apart and then rent an excavator and dig back maybe 20 or 30 feet. I can't go too far because then I run into this electric fence line right here, about 40 feet away. But I don't know, maybe things moved around, and maybe it'll be okay if I maybe shorten this pipe just a very small amount. It's something, it'll be hard to do to get that to line up. And then the thing to do would be to put some concrete here behind this elbow to act as a block, a thrust block, so that the pipe cannot shift towards us. Because when the elbow shifts towards us, then that end of the pipe pulls out of the compression fitting, and that's what happened here. So if we can do that, and I might be able to cut it, you can see where there's a little bit of patch of blue. If I cut maybe a quarter or half an inch out of that, and then use another coupler like I have by the elbow here, that may be the right length. It'll shift the elbow a little bit to the right, and so then that pipe will hopefully line up a little bit better. And then I'll probably have to put another coupler in on the other side of the compression fitting so that there's less gap. And then, like I said, put a thrust block in there. So I'll have to dig down a little bit, get a hole going, and then I'll have to put in some forms and then pour some concrete and let that set up. And then hopefully that'll hold the elbow in place and not let it move. Once the dirt's on it and it's set up, I don't know, it would probably still eventually work loose. I think the best option would be if I could put another coupler in there, like that one that's to the right of the elbow, and those are glued in place. And so once those set up, then it could be sitting on top of the ground and nothing holding the pipe, but it won't shift. But as it is right now, this is not going to work. So the joys of farm life, but it's a nice challenge and it keeps you going. Y'all have a good day.